What's up, guys? D-Rock 1992 here. Back on Friday, I went to go see a couple of movies at the theater with a few of my friends. Those movies were Horrible Bosses 2 and The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Before I want to review these movies for sure, but before I get into those movie reviews, I want to review the first Horrible Bosses, and I want to review the first two Hunger Games movies. Those two movies, Horrible Bosses 2, Mockingjay Part 1, they're both sequels to popular film franchises. So I feel like I would be giving it justice by reviewing all the movies in the series thus far that have come out in theaters. But that's what I plan to do. And this first video is going to be my review of the first Horrible Bosses movie. That first Horrible Bosses movie came out in 2011. That's it. That's the year. 2011. And it boasts a great cast. Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live. At the time, he was still on SNL. Not anymore. But Charlie Day from the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Jason Bateman, a great comedic actor in his own right. A great straight man comedic actor. Jennifer Aniston, obviously, from Friends. And a famous movie actress herself, obviously. I've done a little review on her, on her before. Kevin Spacey, Colin Farrell, just some big-time... Jamie Foxx is another one. Just some big-time movie actors who have had a lot of success in the past. They come together for an R-rated comedy called Horrible Bosses. And the basic premise of the movie is that Sudeikis, Bateman, and Charlie Day, they both play three guys who are sick and tired of their bosses. Their bosses treat them like crap. Bateman's boss, Kevin Spacey, is just the worst corporate manager, president of a corporation that Jason Bateman works for. Just this terrible guy. He's condescending. He's not really... He's not like the stereotypical boss that yells and it's like all the time. He's not like grr and all that stuff all the time. He's very methodical, I guess, in his put down of employees. So Jason Bateman is up for a promotion. Kevin Spacey's character basically tells him no. Because he's only 2 minutes late to work. Charlie Day's boss, Jennifer Aniston's character, is a sexaholic. She wants sex all the time, and her primary target is Charlie Day's character. So when you think of sexual harassment, you think of men sexually harassing women. Well, it's the complete opposite. She, a woman, is sexually harassing Charlie Day, the man. And Charlie Day's character does not like it one bit because he's engaged to be married to another woman. So that's what goes on in that situation. Jason Sudeikis' character is the head of this paper company, I think it is. And he actually has a really good boss, played by actor named Donald Sutherland. If you know the show 24, that's played... Kiefer Sutherland is in that show, was in that show. Donald Sutherland is his father. And so Donald Sutherland plays the good boss. I mean, the Sudeikis, he's a really good employee. And they're all really good employees. But Sudeikis' character is pretty slated to take over when Sutherland's character dies. Sutherland's character does die of a heart attack, and Colin Farrell's character comes in, who the character that Colin Farrell plays is Sutherland's character's son. And so, and this guy is a coked up jackass of a guy. Uses cocaine, has parties with women, things like that. And he treats his employees like shit, basically. He asks Sudeikis' character to fire some of his employees. A couple of the reasons, I'll just give a little list. He has him fire a guy who's in a wheelchair. He has him fire some people who are, overweight people. He doesn't like fat people. And he's just a nasty boss. These three are really good friends. And essentially all three of them come together and they hatch a plan to kill their bosses. Kill all of their bosses. And the movie follows the hijinks and the highs and lows of plotting to kill their bosses. And without giving out any more, I'm not going to give out any more, really, but it's just a really funny rated R comedy. And you realize with a rated R comedy, you only get a specific demographic, 17 or older, obviously. That's what it is. Essentially, I imagine that many people under 17 have watched this movie before. I would advise not to, because this movie's pretty vulgar. Pretty bad, for sure. But funny bad. There's a lot of standouts. There are a lot of standouts. Among the three protagonists, Charlie Day is the best one. He's just funny, he's just dumb acting, he's stupid, he's dumb acting, and he's just funny in that kind of portrayal. And one thing is his unique voice. He's got a very unique voice, as some of you do know. But he's just really good. Jason Sudeikis' character is good. Jason Bateman's character is really good. These three together have amazing chemistry. Amazing chemistry. It's just something to watch. These guys just have great chemistry together. Kevin Spacey's character, I do wish, even though Spacey's character is figured prominently in the supporting cast, I do wish there was a little more opportunity for him in a way. Because I actually thought he was one of the weak points of the film. And he's actually pretty good, so that tells you something right there, that this cast was so good. Jennifer Aniston, for one thing. This isn't the woman who played Rachel Green on Friends. This isn't Friends at all. This is Jennifer Aniston, pretty vulgar, pretty bad, but it's funny. It's very funny. It's just something that she hasn't normally played in her career, and she just knocks it out of the park. Colin Farrell, very good. There's a scene at the end credits that's just really funny from him. So if you watch that movie, definitely check out the end credit scenes. And it's just very funny, the scene that I'm talking about. All in all, this is a very well-made movie. It's funny all the way through. It's got a lot of great moments, a lot of great scenes in particular. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The only reason I don't make it perfect is that mainly Kevin Spacey's character, I wish there was a little more to him in some ways. I guess maybe I don't really... I like the humor, that he presents. Definitely, it's good humor, but I wish maybe he could have been a tiny bit more funnier. Just in my own opinion. Other than that, this film is very good. Great comedy, a great R-rated comedy. So anybody 17 or older, I would recommend it for sure if you're a big fan of comedy. And it's, what can I say? It's just a very good film, very well made. And Jamie Foxx really good in the movie as well. I kind of forgot to mention. Jamie Foxx as Motherfucker Jones. That's this character's name. It's brilliant. It got a 69% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, if all the characters found out, if the 69% on Rotten Tomatoes came out before, if the characters knew that they had a 69% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm sure there'd be a lot of jokes about it. I mean, just because of the number 69. It's just, there would be a lot of hijinks and a lot of jokes about that. And especially Jennifer Aniston's character would totally run with that joke. Run with it. And not look back. But that's it for Horrible Bosses 1 and this review. D-Rock 1992 out.